Okay, YouTubers, how's it going? My name is Kirkland, and I am the owner of Black Label Tuna, and I am a commercial fishing captain, have been for 40 plus years. Um, Fishing a lot of different kinds of fish, crab, tuna, what have you. A lot of different locations. Hawaii, I would long lined out of Honolulu, Hawaii as a home port for a while, mostly out of the Pacific Basin here, Newport, Oregon. I've been here for a long, long time. Anyway, I was getting together. As you can see, I got plenty of stuff around me, all supplies that I'm stacking up for a new boat project that I'm getting into. It's a 92-foot long, 28-foot wide, called the Beam, and I'll just be using a lot of nautical stuff all the way through. Got any questions, that kind of stuff, please let me know. Uh, if you got comments or whatever, put them in the comment field after the videos I watch. As you can see from the channels that I listen to, I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of different hosts, a lot of different categories: investment, silver, bullions, current affairs, what have you. But I figured I might as well get on here and give her a whack, looking for investment partners for the Black Label Tuna and the acquisition of this new boat. You can see on my playlist, I put up several. Haven't figured out how to do all the editing and all that kind of stuff yet, but I'll figure it all out. So I got a bunch of chopped little videos there on my list. It shows you the boat. The boat's in a little rough condition right now. Not so tremendously bad that it can't be put up together pretty quickly, pretty easily. As far as I'm concerned, these are the types of projects that we do all the time. And we do boat maintenance to that degree, restoration to that degree, a few times a year. It's a standard. It's what we do as far as owning a boat, running a boat, being a captain of a boat, being a crew on a boat, that type of stuff. So you're going to see the acquisition of the boat, and then I'll be showing the process of restoration and or making the boat sea ready for this season. There's some changes to the back deck that are going to happen, a shelter area that's going to happen, something to make it comfortable for myself and the crew to be able to produce. We take this boat and we go out to sea for several months at a time. It's got a 65-ton blast freezer. The area where they put the fish below the deck, it's called the fish hold, obviously. And the technique of this boat is a blast freezer. It'll deliver a load, somewhere between 30 below zero and 40 below zero. Just kind of depends on how warm fish go into the hold. But you can handle 4, 5, 6 tons a day, depending on the rate at which you're putting a fish in. Now, kind of one of the surprises that things people didn't know. Did you know that when an albacore tuna comes out of the ocean on the end of that hook, out of the ocean, its body temperature is 98 degrees also. So you're taking something that you're rapidly cooling down and it goes into that freezer mode in there. It is able to be held long term. It's a pretty long time when you're fishing with hooks, because that's exactly what we're fishing with. And then as I continue doing these things, I'm just learning this. So, you're going to have to forgive me. I'm not a YouTube pro like a lot of the people I see. I'm not really much of a computer savvy guy quite yet. Maybe I'll find some help somewhere along the way. But at least I can put these in, and then I got a GoPro that I can use, and when I'm on the boat or around the boat, when the boat's in transition from ports, that type of thing, when we start doing the work, there's going to be a time here coming up when the boat will be lifted out of the water and on a device called the straps. We call them the straps. We call them at the boat yards. It's a device that picks the boats up out of the water and sets it up on land, and therefore, we can address things like being able to do the bottom paint cleanup, inspect the prop. The boat has leads that goes all the way down. They're mounted on the bottom side of that boat. Those leads help protect the metal of the boat for like when we're in port, because a lot of boats are plugged in to electricity at the port provided electricity. It puts a lot of electricity in the water, and so you don't want your boat to suffer electrolysis, so you put these sacrificial leads on the bottom of the boat. And you'll see when we go to the boatyard, you'll see that there's a bunch of leads. All these things are all maintenance issues that have to be dealt with, and we deal with it every year before we go out to sea, because like I said, we'll be out there 3 or 4, possibly 5 months. It just depends on how long it takes to get the fish hold filled. So anyway, welcome to the YouTube channel. This is Black Label Tuna. Again, my name is Kurt Lent, and I've been a captain and or a business owner in this industry for many decades. I look for several opportunities here. First off, investment partners would be something I would really love to develop. That way we can build the system that is critical to our nation, especially, and or our neighboring nations, and or the rest of the world for that fact. I mean, with 65 tons of fish, obviously it's not going to go that far, but trust me, 65 tons of fish will feed a lot of people. And with the current food situation, the way it is, price, all that type of stuff, right now, one of the things I want you to keep in mind is this boat holds 20,000 gallons of diesel fuel, and that is for one trip. So, with the price of fuel going the way it is, certainly you want to make sure that you get that 20,000 gallons on board as quickly as possible so that we can keep the cost savings in our favor. We process the fish. We will fillet it down to a couple of different types of finished products. One of them will be tuna loins, and those will be they'll be frozen in shrink wrap. They'll be raw, frozen, and then they'll be sent out to the customers. And so we do direct marketing to, you at home or businesses, or I've dealt with like the Costco's of the world, the Walmarts of the world, the Fred Meyers, the Albertsons, I've serviced college campuses, I've serviced casino accounts, so I'm no stranger to getting a finished food product at a customer, no matter how big the order is. Now, I told you the boat can handle 65 tons, but a standard year for us, we can process somewhere between 200 and 300 tons, just depending on what type of seafood product it is they want. We have direct access, needless to say, because we're on the coast, and I've been in this for a long time, and so I can broker other product as well: Dungeness crab, clams, oysters, salmon, halibut. There's a whole variety of things that, especially the stuff that we produce in this area, obviously is a whole lot easier to get a hold of, but I can get stuff from pretty much anywhere in the world I want to. All I have to do is make my inroads. So what we concentrate on for this particular project and or for this boat right now, the very first season that it's going to deal with is albacore season. We certainly have the opportunity to and or the option to exercise putting a Dungeness crab permit on this boat as well. Finding a permit that would fit that boat would be pretty hard. It's a big boat. You're allowed to fish up to 100 feet. That's the maximum size Dungeness crab boat you're allowed to fish in the Pacific. But to get a permit like that is really hard to do. Really, really hard to do. It's a very rare thing, and trust me, it's a multi-million-dollar permit. And then stack on the idea of the gear behind it, what have you. So the best fit for this boat, this operation right now, is to make it strictly into a tuna boat. Keep it strictly as a tuna boat. And you can see in those videos, like I said, there are a bunch of small sections of the videos, but still in that you can see that, the boat's got tons and tons of potential. It just needs a little TLC. It'll take me a couple of months along with my crew. There'll be a crew of 4 of us, and we'll go through and do all like the painting, cleaning, scraping, maintenance, check all the motors, make sure the gensets are all running good, get the fuel distribution system, upgrade the electronics in the wheelhouse, that type of stuff. So any corporate sponsorship that I can get, any donations that I can get, any partnerships that I can get, certainly help me to speed up the process and to create a very efficient operation. So I'm going to cut it off there, and I'm going to start doing live streams. I think that's what they call this thing. Anyway, I'll be doing more videos on here. I'll be on the boat at sometimes. I'll be in here at sometimes. As you guys get to know me and I get to know you, we can do questions and answer periods together. I'm certainly available to answer any phone calls or emails. My email address is 51fisherman51@gmail.com. That is the number 51, FISHERMAN, the number 51 @gmail.com. And or my phone number is also in the footage there. My company's Black Label. If the old gruffy guy that answers the phone says Black Label, well, that would be me. So that's how I answer the phone, because that's the name of the company, Black Label. So give me a call, any interest in this kind of stuff. And what I'm going to try to do, obviously, is build a crowd of people that are interested in either being able to order and have our products sent to them directly at home. And by the way, folks, we only sell by the case, and we can do different types of cannings. We can do a glass jar canning, or we can do a metal can pull off top. Like, it's similar to what you see in the store. It'll just be custom labeled instead of the stuff that you see at the store. It'll be custom labeled that we create. So we only sell by the case. For you corporate accounts, don't be shy, because we can handle massive amounts, no matter what. I mean, I could put, you ordered 300 tons of cases, I could have them to you in no time at all. So I mean, there's nothing. The sky's the limit when it comes to the serviceability that we can provide. I can't. That's going to last forever, because a lot of people certainly now know the tightness of the food system and what have you, that they've got a product that's very valuable. So we have not necessarily always had the cooperation of the middleman, as every other industry in the world always had. When the middleman gets their hands on it, it seems like the middleman makes more profit than the producers of the product. Every farmer in America can tell you the same thing. So that being said, we are trying to usurp the middleman so that we can both create a healthy product, obviously, that everybody in America needs and or the world needs. And, we can get it straight to you. We can make those arrangements. And trust me, I've sent food product all over the world, to the Australian continent, down through Mexico, South America, over into Europe, over into Asian markets. It's just logistics. Anyway, so give me a call, give me an email, give me a thumbs up, hit the like button, share, subscribe, tell your friends about it. We're the producers. We're going to walk you through what it means to acquire a big boat. Trust me, it's a big boat. It's way bigger than most people's houses. And when I finally get it on land and set up there and I go stand alongside it, I'm pretty sure that you're going to get an understanding of the size perspective of this thing. 92 feet long, 28 feet wide. When it's sitting on the ground, it's, 5.5 stories tall. And that's not including the mast system that goes above, or the poles that go way above. Something like that kind of stuff is pretty high. Those poles run up there 75 feet. So from the top of the house. But anyway, you'll get to know it over the short course of time, over the next few months, as I get prepared to get ready to head out to the Pacific Ocean and go spend a few months trying to keep food on your table. Until then, I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below, any questions below, and I'll be happy to answer for them. Okay? Thank you.